So, we recently watched the first episode of Mr. Samuel's Tea Time Stories, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't really have a clue what was going on, and it was a very, very odd and weird episode to watch. But we're back here today, and we're gonna watch the next, we're gonna watch the rest of the series, so watch number 2, 3 and 4 together. Basically, we're going to try and find out what is actually going on with Mr. Samuel's Tea Time Stories. So if you haven't watched the previous episode, go check it out over here. Go show it some love, or it might be over here. It might be this way. It might be this way. Go show it some love, and then watch the first episode if you haven't already. Yeah, this one is called Mr. Samuel's Tea Time Stories Part 2. It's today again. We're just going to watch it and see what goes on. So let's go. Something's changed here, unless there's always been a hole in the middle. In the middle of what? In the middle of the living room.
It's you again. You're here at this hour?
It's a bad time.
Now, gloomy Madeline, our friends are always welcome here, aren't they?
This guy still freaks me out.
I don't want to drink tea anymore.
Welcome home.
It's today again.
You know, there's good time and there's bad time. Good time is the time that is on the right side of the clock's face.
Good time.
Okay.
And of course, you know, bad time.
Bad time when the sun goes to sleep on the left side of the clock's face. Bad things happen at this hour.
Bad things happen at this hour? Oh, here he is again. Patrick.
Is this a bad time?
It's a bad time.
It's story time.
Somewhere far away from the world lived a peculiar little man. Alone was a good way to live. And every day was a good day to live.
It's so weird. Oh, who's this? You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here at all. I'm having my tea. Unless, of course, you'd like to join me for a while. Oh, I appreciate your visits, you know. I've been waiting. And waiting is the most visceral sort of loneliness. It's been this time for a while now. In fact, I can't remember a time when it wasn't this time. Do you remember what we were doing before? Before what? I forget. Before tea time. We must have been doing something before. It can't always be this time. Have been this time. I'm sick of tea, but I must have it. I must make it. Because it's tea time. It's tea time all the time. At least now you will always be having tea with me. Until it isn't this time anymore.
Enough daddy.
Is that supposed to represent the Mr. Samuels? Because that looked very, very similar to Mr. Samuels, and he was talking about tea. And Mr. Samuels was speaking about tea as well. Is that some sort of coincidence?
It's time for bed.
It's time for bed.
It's time for a letter.
It's your eviction notice. Get out.
Dear Mr. Samuel, the moon is getting closer. I hope you all locked your doors well and are hiding under the blankets.
That's enough. It's time to go to sleep.
Never really time for anything. Time was just a bump someone else close.
time is a straight line.
Now let's not argue
Okay.
about the shape of time again.
Time is a line. Time smells like banana bread.
What?
Time smells like my mother's chicken point.
Oh.
Just make things up about time.
You tell us what time looks like, Miss Madeline.
Well, different people believe different things about the shape of time. Some people think time looks like a straight line. Others think it's shaped like a donut.
Why would a time look like a donut? I'm so confused. I'm here to tell you that neither is true. Okay. 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 It's getting pretty weird now.
Well, we've wasted enough time. I'll tell you a bedtime story and then we can all go to sleep. This is the story of something that happened not so long ago.
Oh. Well, all right. That's all for tonight. Thank you all. Have a good night.
What is going on? You're not very good at being a clock. I am perfectly okay, clock. Clocks mustn't talk. Besides, now that I think about it, time has been quite still since you've entered this place. My job is to keep it still. No, it isn't. And now we're in a bit of a pickle. Okay, so are we saying that Miss Madeline is some sort of... Well, not obviously she's a clock. Miss Madeline is a clock, but is she controlling time and messing up with Mr. Samuel's bedtime story? Because there's something going on with Mr. Samuel's bedtime story, because he doesn't actually tell you a bedtime story. Every time you get to the story, he skips it. So that's very, very interesting. Super, super interesting. I don't really know what else, how to explain it, but yeah. Okay, let's watch the next one. Okay, so this one is called Part 3, A Funeral is a Party.
Oh, I didn't see you there. You know, I never expect you to come back, but you always do. You never really leave. Not in a way that matters.
It's always good to see you here. Welcome home.
It's getting a bit dark, this one. What's the skull for? Funeral is a party.
Hello, Mr. Samuel. Hello, Miss Madeline.
Hello, Mr. Snail Mail.
Mrs. Madeline, haven't you been watering your plants? It's as good as dead.
I have been. I promise. I water it every day and leave it in the sunlight, but haven't you ever noticed there's something
Why is Mr. Samuel hid behind the door? Well, a wall. There's something strange about the sunlight.
strange about the sunlight that comes in through that window? Something is wrong with this place.
You just figured that out?
This is our home.
The thing about home is you can leave anytime you want. But have you ever been able to leave this place?
I haven't, but because I like it here.
No,
No.
no, something is not right.
What are you saying?
The sunlight is different here. It kills the things that it should feed.
This is getting very, very dark.
The sunlight is different here. Doesn't warm things like it could. Shines brighter than it probably should.
Okay.
And everyone who lives here knows that the sunlight is different here. The sky is a little too clear. The sun is always too near.
Why do I feel like she's staring into my soul?
I have some snail mail for you.
Oh. What's this?
What is it?
What? What's going on?
It's a funeral announcement.
Who is it?
Patrick?
Madeline, it's our friend, Dr. Delight.
Oh no. No. I don't want my friends to die.
But everyone dies, Mrs. Madeline.
Even my friends?
Even your friends.
How did he die?
He grew old. And then he died.
Oh, dying is scary.
He's not even saying that though, is he? Oh, Patrick's still alive.
Oh, now you show up.
Oh, go away.
Where have you been? My plant is dying.
I've been busy.
What's everything?
Now, everyone, let's not forget why we're here. We're here to celebrate the life of Dr. Delight.
Dr. Delight.
It's a little bit like that time Dr. Delight moved into a new home and we threw him a housewarming party.
You're right, Gloomy Madeline. Maybe a funeral is a party after all.
A funeral's a party, but the guest isn't here. A funeral's
That's very
a
deep.
party, devoid of all cheer. A funeral is a party where we all shed a tear. We miss you quite dearly. Thanks for stopping by. Wish you'd stayed longer. Wish we'd said goodbye. But glad you came at all. So thank you for coming at all.
It's very, very strange, that little Patrick Starr sort of guy. But I can kind of see this one. I can kind of see it.
Thank you for coming, Dr. Delight.
It's been a lovely time having you here.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
coming.
for coming. Thank you
Thank
for
you
coming.
for coming.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
Your job was to keep time. You have asked me to keep time. Time after time. But you see, time cannot be kept. And a clock is not a prison. Okay, we're getting into the story a bit more now. We're getting into the story a bit more. So, if you really think about it, a funeral is a party. You know what I mean? A funeral is a party celebrating the life of the person that's deceased. But you're having a party in their memory, not with the guest, not with the person you're having a party for. This is interesting. But I'm guessing Miss Madeline was brought in here to maybe stop people from dying, so that you have to keep time running at the same time. But obviously she's not there to keep time. She's not there to make time a prison. That's what she said, I think it was. This is very, very deep. I'm actually really just starting to enjoy it a bit more, but it's so odd. Okay, so we've got one more to go, and this one has just it's called Part 4 ? So if you guys did enjoy this and you have any sort of questions or answers for this game, for this series, leave a little comment down below. I'd love to hear it. But yeah, this is Part 4. This is the last part that we've got so far. So let's jump into it. This is called ? Well, it's just a question mark.
Oh, it's you. After all this time, it's still you. You know, there aren't many things I...
So one thing to notice, it's dark. So because of Mr. Delight has died, there's no light. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
You know, there aren't many things I can count on. But I can always count on you to be back. Even when you forget. You forget every time. But when you're back, you remember. You never really leave this place. You never really could you? You know you're always welcome here.
Stared into my soul.
Do you wish you could go outside sometimes? Sometimes I wish I could go outside, only for a little bit.
You can go outside, friend. You can go outside. Oh, Patrick's back.
Who do you talk to when we're not here?
Where do you go when you go?
Outside.
There is no outside. I've checked. There's nowhere to go. Where do you go when you go?
Who do you talk to when we're not around?
What else is there? Is there something else? Where is the sun?
I'm the sun.
Oh, I thought you were a star.
You know what I mean.
Like a starfish. He's the sun.
Where does the sun go when it goes? And why hasn't it come back yet?
You've been thinking of going, haven't you?
Just for a bit. Only sometimes.
Going where?
I don't know. I want to go. I wish I could go.
That's quite deep.
Why do you always talk about leaving? Why is this not good enough for you?
That's actually really, really
This is
deep.
home. We've never known anything else. Frankly, I don't think there is anything else. It's not much, but it's all we have. It's home.
You're getting daydreamy and thinking of leaving this place. Don't pull a Houdini and disappear without a trace. Others have tried before you. It's not much, but it's home. It isn't much, but it's our home.
I'm so confused.
For you and me. And when the world came crumbling down, we made a place where we could be. It isn't much, but it's our home. I think that you forget sometimes. There's nothing out there that we don't have in here. And outside everything is, well, quiet too. You want to go out, but where do you want to go?
Okay, he's still alive. Okay. So there we go. That was Mr. Samuel's tea time story. That was interesting, but very, very odd at the same time. I don't know what to make of it. Obviously, I'm just going to go out on a whim and saying Mr. Samuel's tea time stories is a version of himself, of his own mind. So he's in his own mind with all these little characters that he's made. So Gloomy Madeline was his time because he's getting older and it's like the same thing over again. So he's got to that age where maybe he's in a home, his real person is in a home, and he's just constantly going around in time, doing nothing, just being him on his old age. I don't know. So obviously Miss Madeline is the clock that just is supposed to keep time as it is, but she doesn't keep time because she doesn't want to make time a prison. And obviously Mr. Delight dying, it's gone all black, and he's like, oh, I want to go outside, which is obviously outside world. Maybe he's stuck inside somewhere, but he wants to go outside, and he's thinking about leaving, aka dying, but he doesn't know where that is, where you go outside to. What happens when you go outside? Where do you go outside to? What happens when you die? Where do you go? That's my sort of vibe of it. And if someone can explain to me anything else, that'd be sick. But that's what I've got. That's what I've got. Mr. Samuel's Tea Time Stories is basically his own mind. Maybe, I don't know. Very, very interesting. But yeah, very, very interesting. And I want to know what you guys think. Did you find this very, very interesting? Did you understand anything? Please leave a comment down below. And if you did enjoy this, make sure you leave a like. I'm always on the lookout for some analog horrors or crazy, weird things like this we can react to. So if you do have anything you ever want to watch me react to and explain, I have a Discord which is down below, and you can put your submissions and stuff for there in the Discord, and I'd be sure to check it out. And yeah, let's explore things like this together, because this is super interesting, and I want to do more of it. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this and you want to see more, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below, and go check out another video. You can check the previous video here, or subscribe. It's very much appreciated. And yeah, that was Mr. Samuel's Tea Time Stories, and it was very, very interesting. And if anything else comes out and we get to see more of Mr. Samuel's Tea Time Stories, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated. And without further ado, I will see you all in the next one. Love you, bye.